Good morning, class. Today we will start with fifth unit of the subject Basics of Marketing. Name of this unit is Marketing Mix. I, Dr. Rohan Devale, welcome you all on behalf of Rajgad Institute of Management, Research and Development. Syllabus for this last unit is Origin and Concept of Marketing Mix, 7 P's of Marketing Mix. This 7 P's includes product, price, place, promotion, people, process, physical evidence. So these are 7 P's of marketing we will see in details. After that we will learn about what do you understand by product life cycle, the concept and characteristics of PLC, that is product life cycle. Also we will learn relevance of product life cycle, types of product life cycle and various strategies across the various stages of product life cycle. So this is syllabus for unit number 5. The course outcome is evaluating, that is, students can develop and explain the marketing mix for real world marketing offerings. Also, here we can learn creating, that is, students can elaborate on various types of product life cycles and they can relate them with the marketing mix in the context of real world marketing offerings. This includes various commodities, goods, services, e-products and e-services also. Now we will start with what do you understand by marketing mix? The marketing mix, that is also known as 4 P's of marketing, is a foundation model in marketing. The marketing mix has been defined as a set of marketing tool that firm uses to pursue its marketing objective in the target market. Marketing practice has been offering for millennia, but marketing theory emerged in early 20th century. The contemporary marketing mix or 4 P's of marketing, which has become the dominant framework for marketing management decisions, was first published in 1960s. So this is the important basic 4 P's of marketing, that includes first P for product, second P for price, third P for place and fourth P as promotion. So product, price, place and promotion are 4 P's of marketing. Now we will see one by one brief outline of 4 P's of marketing. First P of marketing, that is product. Now, how we can define and explain this? A product refers to an item that satisfies consumers' needs or want. Product may be tangible products that a customer can touch, they can feel, they can smell, etc. So these are tangible characteristics, and those tangible characteristics are dominated in goods. So product may be tangible or it may be intangible. Intangible means you cannot touch to that product. So you can only feel the product or you can avail the services. So intangible includes various type of services, ideas or experiences. Those are sold by the marketers. Now, which are the typical marketing mix decisions in product? So in product, marketers should focus on what is product design, that is, various features and quality and physical attributes of the product. It also includes product assortment, that includes product range, product mix, and various product line that has to be decided by the organization. Branding is also important marketing decision in product. It also includes packaging and labeling of the product and various services associated with the product. Those services can be complementary services, after sale services, and various levels of services. The guarantees and warranties, along with the product and services, are also part of the product. So, this is first piece of marketing, that is product. Again, I repeat, a product refers to an item that satisfy consumers' needs or want. So this is basic product. Now we will move to the next P of marketing. This next P of marketing is price. Price refers to amount a customer or consumer pays for a product or service. Price may also refer to the sacrifice customers are prepared to make to acquire a product. Price is the only variable that has implications for revenue. Price also includes consideration of customer perceived value. So these are included in price. Now we will see which are various typical marketing decisions associated with this P, that is price. Now marketers should focus on various price strategies along with setting the price of product or service. Various allowances for distributors are also included or decided in price. So allowances for distributors and discounts for customers. So a discount range may be selected or decided in price. Then various payment type of terms, that is, will customer do the payment in cash or through credit, or maybe installment facilities will be given to the customers. So such all revenue type of decisions are made in price. So price is very important as far as marketers and consumers are concerned. Now we will move towards next P of marketing, that is place. Now what is place? Refer to providing customer access and convenience. So place can be defined as the direct or indirect channel to the market, geographical distribution, territorial coverage, retail outlet, market location, catalogs, inventory, logistics, and other fulfillment. Typical marketing decisions which is associated with place includes the market coverage, the channel member selection, the channel relationship. This channel includes the relationship with wholesalers and retailers, then assortment of the products, location decision where the customers can get these product and services, inventory, transport, warehousing, and logistics types of decisions. So all these decisions are associated with the place. Now we will see the next, that is 4P of marketing. That P is promotion. Now we will see how we can define and explain the factor which is called as promotion. Promotion refers to the marketing communication used to make the offer known to the potential customer and pursued them to investigate it further. So promotion comprise elements such as advertisement, public relations, direct marketing, and sales promotion. So this is about various type of promotional activities which are associated with the product and marketing mix. The typical marketing decisions which are associated with promotion is promotion mix, that is, marketers have to appropriately balance of advertisement, then public relation should be taken care, direct marketing and sales promotion are also included in typical marketing decisions related to promotion. Then a message strategy, what is to be communicated to the customers, that has to be decided in promotion. Whether you want to communicate the features or cost or other attributes of your product and services offered, that has to be decided in the typical marketing decision related to promotion. It also includes various decisions such as channel or media strategy. It includes how to reach to the target audience, that has to be decided, and message frequency, that is how often to communicate with the customers so that customer should be aware of the product and customer should not get irritated. So this is about 4 P's of marketing. Apart from these 4 P's of marketing, in 1981, Boomer and Bittner proposed a model of 7 P's. This 7P model comprising the original 4 P's, that is product, price, place, promotion, plus other 3 P's were introduced in the marketing mix, so that is called as extended P's of marketing. These extended P's includes fifth P, that is process, sixth P, that is people, and seventh P, that is physical evidence. So, process, people, and physical evidence as being more applicable for services marketing, and it is less applicable to the goods. In services marketing, an expanded marketing mix is used, typically comprising of 7 Ps, made up with the original Ps extended by process, people, and physical evidence. So these are extended Ps of marketing. Just now we have seen this extended P includes people, physical evidence, and process. Now we will see each and every marketing mix, extended marketing mix in detail. We will start with physical evidence. Now, how we can define and explain physical evidence? The environment in which services occurs, the space where customer and service are personally interact is known as physical evidence. Various tangible commodities such as equipments used for availing the services, the furniture used that are facilitate the service performances. Physical evidence refers to the non-human elements such as service counters, including various type of facilities, equipment, and furnitures. It may also refers to more abstract components of the environment in which the service encounter occurs, including interior design, color scheme, layout of the service providing. So this is about the physical evidence where the customer and the company are actually interacting with each other. Now we will see which type of typical marketing decisions are there for physical evidence. The first decision, marketers has to decide about the various facilities, that is access of the services, equipment used for availing the services, and various type of furnitures, etc. These are the physical facilities. Apart from this, functionality and efficiency should be increased. So, spatial layout should be prepared by the company. Then various signage that includes directional signage, various type of symbols and other signage are also used in physical evidences. Then interior design, that is various type of furnitures, a suitable color scheme, then ambient atmosphere, that is there should be less noise and air should be cool and temperature should be controlled. So these are physical evidence. With the nice physical evidence, the chances of customers to purchase the products and services are more. That's why we can see in various type of malls a nice ambition conditions are there, so that it is feel good for customer, so customer are happy in that entire environment and physical evidence, and they are happy to shopping. So this is important P of marketing, that is physical evidence. Now we will move towards next P. That P is also important and it is termed as people. People are the sales force associated with the given services. Now how we can define and explain people? People are who participate and are associated with the service delivery. The service personnel who represents the company's value to the customers. So interaction with interaction between the customers and the salesperson, and interaction between the employees and the customers are important part in people. Now we will see what are or which are the various typical marketing decisions which are associated with the people. Now staff recruitment and training and development of the sales force and the front and back staff is important decision for people. Generally, HR will take care of this, but marketing team also should suggest. Then uniforms of the front end staff. So this will be associated with people. Then queuing system and managing waits. Customer should not have to wait a longer time so that they not get frustrated. So this also should be taken care in people. Also handling various type of complaints, and if in case of service failures, quick actions or quick decisions to resolve the complaints of the escalated customers should be taken care by the staff, that is people. So for customer satisfaction, to achieving the customer satisfaction, this people term is extremely important for marketing decisions. Now we will move towards last part, that is people. Now we will see what do you understand by here the people is written but the name is process. We will start with process. The procedure and mechanisms and flow of activities by which service is delivered is known as process. Now, what is process? Process refers to set of activities that result in delivery of the product and benefits. A process could be in a sequential order of tasks what an employee undertakes as a part of their job. So this is about the process. So process includes various type of marketing decisions like process design and service blueprinting. It also includes the standardization versus customization decisions about the service availing. It diagnoses the fail points and critical incidents and system failures also are taken care. Then monitoring and tracking service performance and analysis of the resources requirements and allocation. This includes in the process type of thing. The correct arrangement of marketing mix by enterprise marketing managers plays an important role in the success of business marketing. Now, this includes developing the strength and avoiding the weakness of the existing products. So, the correct arrangement of marketing mix that will help to develop strength and avoid weaknesses. It also strengthens the competitiveness and adaptability of the enterprises. It makes the internal department of the enterprise work closely together. Whether you are using 4 P's or 7 P's of marketing mix, plan plays an important and vital role. It is also important to advise a plan that balances profit, client satisfaction, brand recognition, and product availability. It is also extremely important to consider the overall how aspect that will ultimately determine your success or your failure of your organization. The ultimate goal of the business is to make profit, and this is surefire proven way to achieve this goal. So this is about the product mix. Now in tomorrow's lecture, we will see the various type of product design, price design, place design, promotion design, and advantages and disadvantages of marketing mix. Also, we will take one product and we will design the marketing mix for a particular product. So that's all for today's lecture. I hope you have understood. Thank you.